Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising, everybody. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. It is another edition of the Morning Mac Show. And today is Turn Up Tuesday. I can't even snap my finger. Child, I can't find my bracelet. Where my wrist? Woo, look at my little teeny wrist, honey. See, this wrist is a wrist of 110-pound a little skinny girl, honey. While the rest of me is plump. My girlish features like my wrists and my ankles, little, I got a skinny girl feature. So I identify as a skinny girl in a big girl body. Anyway, this is Turn Up Tuesday, and we about to turn the heat up on some topics and some conversation. And if y'all got something y'all want to send shots out or say anything to or do whatever, You know, come on, y'all, let's get it. Y'all know what else today is? It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. Cash your check it. Come on. Come on, cash that check, y'all. It's the first of the month. And it's time for you to run your rent Band-Aid money. My money. You know, for real. It used to be a thing that the first of the month, the stores were crowded, the check cashing place and everything was all kind of lines all around everything. But now technology has made it so everything could be digital. You can even get your checks 2 days in advance. I don't know about the state checks or stuff like that, but I know your paychecks can be given to you 2 days in advance. Now, usually people get paid on Friday, wouldn't show up the next day, but they get paid on Thursday. So that's why they used to wait till Friday to give you a check out, because they get their check and they do what they do on party and make it hard for them to show up the next day. So if you get your check on Wednesday, are you calling out Thursday or Friday? Look, this weekend is going to be a short week anyway, due to the holiday, the America Day, the 4th of July, whatever you want to call it. I just call it another day off. You know, but it's the first of the month. Get up, and grab your check and come on, y'all. Come on into the Morning Mac Show and have some fun. So, right after you cash your check, right, this is what I'm gonna need all of y'all to do that have not already done so. Please do so. I'm not gonna lock the doors or nothing on you. I ain't gonna do that to you. But I am asking everybody that's in the earshot of my voice, white, black, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, African, all y'all cans. Anybody that can please support this project here. Please support this book right here. This book is called Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It's a good book. Give it a chance. Give it a read. I was talking to somebody the other day, and it was like, "Well, I didn't read the book because this and this and that in it." How can you assume what's in it if you don't pick it up, read it for yourself? You're gonna be surprised. I had one reader came back to me and was like, "Girl, that was a good book. I was surprised. Why was you? What do you think is in here? A bunch of jokes? What do you think that's in the book Shades of Blue? This is a fictional book. This is a story that's being told. It's a fictional book. Based on, I have to say, based on true events occurrence, just like BMF. It's a fictional story, but it's based on some true stuff. It's not nobody's autobiography where everything is to the T. These are stories that's been true events, true occurrences, whatever, that's been embellished on. Do you guys know what the word embellish means? Somebody said, "Well, I disagree with the occurrence of the book." How you going to disagree with a fictional book? Sway, how? Do you not know what the word fiction means? So if you see something in a book and that they got nothing to do with you, you may be a narcissist. you see, oh, this book is about, baby, please, it's about life and people. You ain't the only one that go through what you go through. So I need the people to stop saying, "Oh, you writing about me." I don't think of you that much to write about you. So no, it's not about you, boo. And another thing, like I said, it's a good story. Y'all people need to give it a chance. Stop faking on it. It gets on my nerve. You'll wait till a celebrity gets it or say it's good before you do find out it's good. You better get it while you can, because it's on a low now. So, but when it goes up, it goes up. When it goes up, it's gonna stay up. I'm trying to tell y'all, just like I said, it's a good book, cute short story. And you might learn something about you, your neighbor, family members, or whatever. This is just how stuff went back in the day. It's like I said, it's a period piece that started back in the 70s. So, hey, I'll grab this book. And while you grabbing this book, get you a nice cup of lemonade, because you're going to need it today, baby. You won't need that Molly Simon's lemonade, because it's hot as hell. It is hot as hell out there today. Well, it's been hot for the last couple of days, but it's going to be like really sweltering, especially with the rain and all of that stuff. Look, don't take my word for it. Try the product yourself. I keep telling everybody, My mouth ain't no Bible. So don't take my word for it. But I can tell you from my experience, what I've experienced taking this product, Molly Moles, sea moss product. It's a good thing. So let's support the brother. Let's support uh, him and his endeavors. You know, my super producer, my little brother. Yes. And while y'all at it, don't forget to support me. Like I said, for a limited time, we're going to give y'all a discount, a nice, juicy discount. You're going to be like, what? I get the book and the CMOS when you get them together in tandem, when you get it together. So, with all that being said, let's get it together. Let's get my show on the road. Let's get the show on the road, y'all. But let me invite my super producers in. I don't know if any guests chimed in yet with them, but the super producers, Molly Mall and Big Trey. Woo, 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 woo. Yay!
What up, Riri?
Good morning. Top of the morning.
We got
Sorry.
Weezy popped in early today. What up, Weezy?
Hey, Blue
And my Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Hey y'all.
Miss
She's here to
Demeanor Phoenix.
no, she's here to do the wellness check. She's checking our spiritual. Is your spiritual, your mental lined up? As you got the front in alignment? That's what my baby's here for. Grand
She
Girl,
been in
Rising.
alignment. She outside already.
some need to be aligned out here.
Okay. Align some fans and some moisture. Something on this bitch. Cool down. It's gonna be hot today.
It ain't the
I
moisture.
was
God dang it. They need to line these buses. That's what they need to do.
Align the bus times.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
steamy
Oh,
out
they
there.
skipped over my comment.
It's like
It's
steamy.
they changed the bus routes and stuff. So my son had summer school, and usually takes one bus to get him there. Now it takes two to get him there. Take
Mm.
two to come back. So I'm like, Lord have mercy. It is just crazy.
Why did they change the bus route? And what
Cause
bus is
they
They
that?
got rid of
retarded.
some buses.
Okay, they ain't got no sense. They don't catch the buses, so that's why they changed the buses.
What
Yeah,
bus?
they
What
was talking
buses
about they
did they
was getting
change?
rid of
All the
some buses.
buses?
Yeah, they changed the names of all the buses, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia,
The name?
in 15 minutes. Yeah, they changed the names of the buses. They changed the routes. They just did
Yeah,
all
'cause
types of
we
crazy
had
stuff.
like 10 buses on the south side. They split it down to like 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
they
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 changed
got
a
also
lot of
got
a
the
stuff.
neighborhoods, but they the longer route. So it's like, damn, we missed the ones that just get straight up the hill and to MLK.
Right.
We got to go
Yeah.
all the way around. So they got rid of some bus lines. I don't know, to save money. I don't know.
Probably. They claim it's supposed to be better,
all
but like
right.
you said, that was like the W6 and W8. The W6 was the short route. And then now you got, I don't know what it is over there, but it will be the W8. It's just the longer routes, and they just switched a lot of stuff up. They merged some routes, so it's just interesting.
Mm.
Mm. Do you think they getting ready to start that automated bus and
It's
stuff?
a new
Remember they
day.
said they wanted to make room for remote control buses and the
They
trying to
better
bring
not,
up the trolley.
not the way these folks drive out here. They better not.
Wow.
They better leave it ran by the people, cause ain't no way.
You got a Jamon Darnell reaction on the Morning Max show live stream.
Okay, Jamal,
Okay.
Neil, appreciate the love. Been a while.
Hey,
Top of
Hope
the
you doing
bro.
morning.
good, brother.
Top of
Jamal
the
done
morning.
there, man. That was good. Me and Jamal was kicking it up at Martini's down in Fort Washington in 2012 or 13 when Mike Brooks presents turned up Tuesdays. We used to be in that Joker turned up crazy. We had a good time. Good all types of skits we were doing. We coming up with all kinds of little jokes and pranks. That was
Hmm.
along the time when what was that guy? So Mimi from Atlanta Love and Hip Hop was swinging on the shower rack, right? In the bathroom when she's making the little raunchy sex tapes
Oh,
with
she
that
was
dude.
fucking.
So Jamal never knew what I was going to do. I'll be sitting in the audience with all kinds of props and pranks and stuff ready. But one night, I remember, I'll never forget this because it was hilarious. I jumped up and I said something about That's why me and the baby leaving you. I pulled the baby out my purse. Look, I had always had the purse in the movie. Right. And then I said, and you owe me $39.99 for a new shower rack. And I took and pulled the shower rack stuff out my boobs. You know, the little things that you hang up on the curtains.
Mhm.
I said, because Carriage Hill ain't going to charge me. And the manager was sitting in the audience and he just bust out laughing. It was not even scripted or nothing, but it was like, it was so funny. He was like, oh, that was perfect timing. And he was like, and so blushing and so embarrassed. He was like, we're not going to charge you. We're not going to charge you. I think Jamal was swinging from my shower racks. I had him swinging on the shower. It was funny. We did all kinds of stupid stuff. And that was back in the day when comedy was less. It was a different creature back then. It was more lighthearted. You know, you can have more fun and more of a good time. Now this comedy stuff is like a battle, and I was like, when did it get so edgy like this? Entertainment. I'm like, ooh, gives me a headache. If I didn't love telling my jokes, which is today is International Joke Day. So if you know a joke, they want you to make somebody laugh. So everybody, whether you're a comedian or not, you're going to have to come up with a joke, tell your joke, and make somebody laugh. Weezy, you out there on the bus, tell somebody a joke and make them laugh. Today is International Joke Day, and I ain't no cap. So all my comedians should know that. July the 1st, everybody, you know, that's the community. I guess they're not into the stupid stuff like I am, but I'm with the shiznits. I'm with the shenanigans, you know.
Yeah, the bus running on time is a joke. Ha.
Get up and get down. The bus is running on time in your town. Oh, we can make that a joke. Bus running on time is a joke. I remember those days, Weezy, and I'm not fond of, in this kind of heat. I'm not equipped now to do that in the heat. I noticed that yesterday when I was out it was getting hot when I was out at the store and stuff yesterday. I'm not equipped for this type of heat. This is a different type of heat. I said, when did I get so tender when it came to the heat? We used to love the heat, love the warmness and stuff. Love the heat, but this is a different kind of heat. This is like you cooking crabs. You look.
As you get older, and you're not accustomed. That's why I stay outside, because I don't want to not be accustomed to being outside in the heat. But as you get older, you know, your lungs change, things change. That happens.
Hell yeah, my lungs say I already
You
got
ever
enough
put
changing problems.
you put aluminum foil in the microwave before?
Oh gosh, yes. But y'all would have been proud of me. I didn't use that little ride along cart yesterday. I walked the store because I said, I got to get my steps in and trying to get stronger. And I walked the store, but that heat, I was like, I'm gonna need a buggy just to drive from the car from the outside to the car. I'm like, oh no. But that heat is certainly different.
My mic work.
Check
Yeah, I
on
can
your
hear you.
health. I hear you, baby. Say something. Say something, Molly.
There's something. You kept talking over me, so I thought that my mic wasn't working.
I didn't know
probably
you
can't hear me when you talk or something. I'm probably gotta come out and come back in.
No, he asked about putting aluminum foil in the microwave.
Shit, you heard me too? Man, how the world some of y'all hear me? You heard me, Trey? I don't know. I'm gonna come out and come back in just in case.
You sound good, Molly. You don't have to come out.
I was saying, did you ever put aluminum foil in the microwave?
You was saying something, but I didn't think
you know what happened when you put aluminum foil in it. I'm talking to panel. I ain't just randomly talking.
Oh, what did you say? Hey, got a question. I just thought you were talking to somebody there.
Nah, I don't never really just randomly talk in the background. I mute my mic. I was saying, do y'all know what happens when you put aluminum foil in the microwave or any type of metal, like a fault?
Yeah, it starts sparking.
Short circuit. You can short circuit and blow some stuff up.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people out here in the sun and around all these 5G towers and the internet frequencies, they cooking from the inside. They got a lot of metal in their body. It come from the food you eating. All that food, chicken and all that bullshit people eating, it got metals in the food. And it got metal in the water too, inside our faucet water. So when you put that metal in your body, it's doing the same thing. We inside a big ass microwave. So the people got metals in their body is cooking them from the inside. That's why they tell you to detox. It's ways you can detox and still eat what you want to eat, but it's good to detox and get a lot of that metal out of your body. So when you go outside under the sun and around all of these frequencies and shit, it ain't cooking you from the inside out, and you feel like you dying out there. That's why a lot of people feel like they dying. It ain't got nothing to do. It's a lot to do with your diet. It's a lot to do with you eating and your drinking and stuff. But a lot of people look past it. They really think it ain't nothing to it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you don't see no
They will
vegans dying from the
kill
sun. You don't see plant-based people out here. Oh, my stomach, I can't be out in the sun. And no, you in the sun all day scribing. Like, it's crazy, man. I just be wanting people to know. I ain't saying go vegan. I'm saying detox if you can, from time to time to get some of the metals out your body. And you'll feel a difference. You'll feel a difference. You ain't gotta wait to hear and think it. Nah, you will feel a difference.
Yeah, you definitely will after you release that stuff. Cause I was just thinking last night I need to do a fast, and the first day it could be all right. That second day is when everything start beating you up, your head hurt and stomach hurt, cause all this mess got to come out you. But usually by the third day you start feeling a little bit better. And so yeah, we need to fast. We need to do, even if you just do the intermittent fast, and just you gotta give your body a break.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I bought my cucumbers so I can make my cucumbers water. And I got my picture,
Cucumber.
the cucumber. It's a cucumber water. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said put it in your water. Put my lemon. I got lemon and my cucumber.
What happened with Trey? Trey got zapped out. Wait till you come back in and share your first clip. I don't want to have to share it again. Shit popping back in right in a second. There you go.
And my eyes. My ass.
My ass. Yeah,
So I don't know.
I've been here. My phone had died.
yeah, I
My
figured
bad.
that. I said something happened, but I didn't want to play the clip until you get back.
Oh, okay.
Daughters
Thank
grow
you. I
up.
appreciate that.
Fast forward years later, Tupac is dating one of the daughters.
They're having a party. Michael Jackson's there. Kadada is sitting on Mike's lap.
Tupac comes out the party.
He comes in, he sees Kadada Jones. That's what he's fucking Kadada.
Disrespect. Like, bitch, shut up. Come the fuck on. Shut the fuck up and get in the car.
Grab Kadada's arm. Mike grabbed her arm.
Mike stepped to him. Yo, you can't talk to her like that.
And Mike said, watch out, cut. You still got to handle with my sister, homie.
He was like, Mike, mind your fucking business. Mike was like, fuck no. That's like my niece. You ain't gonna just talk to her like that.
Pac swing. Mike duck it. Mike give him a left. Boom. He give him a left. Pac karate kick. Yeah. Mike block the kick. Yeah. They go to the ground. Squabble. We come break it up. Mike got grass in his palm. And then Pac got like what's up.
Michael Jackson beat his ass.
They say Mike beat him up, but I said Pac swung first. Mike 6'2", nigga. It's Joe Jackson's son.
Joe beat that ass. And Joe was a hard rock. Remember, this man grew up in Gary, Indiana. You know about them small little towns?
Gary, Indiana is down the street from Chicago. The mob. That's where the mob at.
Tupac loved to fight, but he can't fight.
Because Pac loved to fight. He can't fight, but he loved to fight. So they hugged it out. But they were saying Mike beat up Tupac. I said, I don't know.
But look at the content of his records. Listen to the shit he's saying. You want to be starting something, nigga?
Mike, man.
Beat it. You're talking about beating ass right there. Michael Jackson watched Quincy Jones' daughter grow up.
Okay, y'all. Other than being funny and hilarious, if you had to bet or Michael Jackson or Tupac, who would your money be on, and why? Why would you say that?
Mike.
Why?
Mike had all them brothers. He can fight. I promise you.
Yeah, because the industry made one portray that was really whoop ass or whoop a nigga ass to be a bitch, and the one that they portrayed to be a gangster was really a bitch. You know, so
Um,
that's why people were so confused. If you can't see through it, you look like how this gangster rapper slash thug lose to Michael Jackson, who's soft and da da da. That's the image they put out there. There was two men fighting. Michael Jackson whooped his ass. He was more manly than Tupac. Like that's just how I looked at it. You know, he was stronger probably. This dude dance all the time. Not strong. You gotta be to be what type of conditioning you gotta be in. Tupac probably did good the first 2 minutes. Then you get tired. Mike ain't never getting tired. So by the time you start getting tired, because I heard him say Tupac won the first one, and then Mike won it. You know, after that, yeah, because the first one he had all the energy in the world. That second one ain't kick in. Mike still feel good, like he just walked out there. But it is what it is. I'm happy that back then they didn't make the news or the media. You know, they was able to still move on and probably have a decent relationship. Because today, I heard about it for the last few years than I ever heard about it back then. So I'm going with Mike though, with anybody, Prince, whoever. I told you that when I told you here what Prince ass. He already beat Tupac. You probably didn't believe me. Now you do.
I already knew that, but Prince
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
dancer too. And Prince stay in the gym and
Oh,
he's
a
fit. But Prince
musician.
no martial arts and all that other stuff.
That's what they
So
say.
see, they you underestimate Prince.
No, you
Don't
going off what
underestimate.
they telling you. You ain't know Mike can fight because nobody tell you Mike working out and doing this and doing that. That's the lie. They told you Tupac a
But
gangster
no, but
too.
the
He shoot
dancer.
guns. He gang da 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 da. You believed it, so you
But I
thought Mike
know
would lose.
I've always thought that Mike. Well, I already know that he was fit. Look at the videos and stuff. Just like a lot of people didn't know Mike was 6'1". Well, I don't know why people think Mike is like 5'3" or whatever. Why people think Mike Jackson a little short, teeny tiny man?
Because Prince short. They keep comparing the two. I keep
There ain't no
telling you, Michael
comparison
whoop
in the
his
two.
ass. So
You
Michael
Molly
whoop his
must be
ass, right?
Molly stuck on something.
No, because I told you Michael whoop Prince ass. So if you agreeing here whoop Tupac ass, why not Prince? That's all I'm saying.
Because the industry wants you to believe that Prince is soft.
No, no. I just believe that Michael Jackson whooped his ass. You know Michael Jackson made more money than everybody this year. He did.
Yeah, I can believe
He
that.
that guy. He made 600 M's, 600 million. He's
I
dead.
can believe that his estate, you know, his mom and his kids, his family would never be without because of his
Yeah.
ingenuity and strategic planning. And he was a savvy businessman. So Mike got his generations for the next generation and on to the next.
I'm
So
not
Mike
stop
is
sleeping
straight.
on Mike.
Y'all sleeping, but the gangster part, you know, because look, a lot of them people that are so
Hey,
quick,
mama.
you know, they not good with the hands. A lot of those people. Trey, what you
What's
think,
That's,
up,
man?
mommy? She said Michael Jackson wasn't as soft as people thought. Oh, was it? Oh, okay, my
yeah,
bad.
they ain't hear Michael real voice. That's fake
Michael
voice.
Jackson
He
wasn't as
putting
soft as
on.
people thought. Have you heard of
Yeah,
Michael Jackson's real voice? Oh yeah, his real
his
voice
Yeah.
is
real voice
low.
is deep. It ain't
Yeah,
like
yeah, but that's to reserve his singing voice. If you start talking in a lower register, your voice starts adjusting to that
Yeah,
sound. So you have to talk higher to keep the upper register warm all the time, like to keep it in use, or else your voice will deepen down. So that was just for his singing.
shit, they got his shit removed when he was young and had a surgery, so his voice don't post to change. This shit still changed. They like,
Yeah, you
God,
can't beat that. Them old ass vocal cords and stuff. You can't beat that.
that boy from D town.
Can't be age.
Your
You know.
thoughts, Reese. What's up? What's up with Mike and Tupac?
I
Who you
think
got?
just like everybody else said, because Tupac is a good actor. He always acted like a thug. That
Mm-hmm.
remind me of the Boondocks with Gangstalicious, and then thought you he thought he was a gangster, but it's all an act because he didn't start off like that. Then all of a sudden he thug life. You know, I'm like, That's theater. Like,
Thuggin' Love. And what they was wearing. You remember when them Boondocks? Well, he had all the rappers wearing.
all the rappers win.
You don't remember when he had all the rappers was wearing what he was wearing? Thugnificent.
Oh yeah.
He had
The
the
pearls,
handbags and
the
the purse.
bag.
He had the girl type clothes on the tight girl clothes the boys be wearing now with the purses. They said this was coming. Nobody believed it. I ain't believe it, but
Now,
shoot,
why you ain't believing? You were always
I was a
conspiracy theorist.
Riley. Shoot, I was a kid then. I ain't like man, we never man. I thought Boondocks was playing with black men. Like man, I ain't never seen no rapper do this and act like that or kiss each other. I was just like they just being funny. And as I got older, I was like, no, this shit was crazy. They was
They
speaking
was
on some
telling it
shit
to
I ain't
your
know
face.
about. Yeah, I ain't know. Boondocks the shit.
Yeah, Boondocks showed a lot of stuff. And even on the cartoon, the guy was acting like he was hard. Then he dropped the gun and started running and screaming. Shouts out to Mos Def. He did that voice real good. I just loved how he sound. That was Mos Def's voice. A lot of people didn't know that. That was yeah, because I was banging there, I'm shooting, I was sitting, and then as soon as the guys come out, he starts screaming. Oh, poor little Riley. That
Said
broke
Biggie
Riley's
wasn't
heart.
as hard as people thought neither. Nah, he over there kissing and hugging on Diddy. Mama said Biggie wasn't as hard as people thought he was. Malik said that, he didn't have family trust. They took everything from Mike. Yeah, they did. Rob, my boy, got him out of here. Well, I think he traded that to live to fake his death. Like, man, y'all can have all this shit. I just
Yeah, I
want
definitely
to
believe
be
that part.
free. Get a little percentage off of whatever y'all make off of this. Hey, let me be, man. I'm trying to be a kid for a chance. He probably out there on the sliding board right now, on a swing, climbing trees. Yeah.
I'm dead.
I don't know. Mike always gonna be the GOAT to me. I was programmed at a very young age. My mother and them was big fans. They was telling us stories how they ain't washed their hands for a week because of this motherfucker Mike Tyson. So and we couldn't talk when Mike performed. Like when he performed, we had to shut the fuck up and sit down. We'd be up there dancing and all. Sit down, shut up. Can't sing when he sing. We be up there mumbling. Like yeah, trying to stay low. You get
You've
whooped.
been
You sing
mumbling.
when Mike sing. Yep, that and the Temptation when Smokey Robinson sing that. I miss you, my buddy. We can never talk during them two songs. Anything else, you can dance, talk.
No,
Mike,
we was too busy trying to look at it so we could emulate it later. We was like, okay,
every move.
you in your mind,
Yeah, where?
you doing it
Yeah,
with them. Yeah, especially our little boys. The little boys, everybody loved wearing penny loafers. Everybody was size, girls and boys get the penny loaf because Mike, that's what it looked like anyway. Everybody was happy to have him and the jeans on. Especially a Thriller, everybody had the red zip jacket because you couldn't tell nobody nothing, and everybody had the jerry curl back then.
yeah.
Jerry
I
curl
still
juice
listen to
was all
Mike
over
song.
everybody
Mike
pillowcases,
song.
couches, and walls. You
All them
could
sold out though. He sold himself to the devil too. I said, damn, they got Mike too. All
Man,
of them sold they
Mike didn't
motherfuckers
even
sold
know at
early on.
first, but all of
They
them
was
did at
thinking
first because
about it.
they liked
They was grown after they still was doing it. Like shit.
them.
What
And after
I'm
they
stuck
found
now.
out,
I can't get out. Like, how did that work? That's tough.
hmm
I don't care to be a celebrity. Y'all can have it. Trey, you can be famous, man. Just hire me, man.
Nah, it's too much to come with
Just
that. If I
handle
can't
me.
take my ass to the grocery store, I don't want that shit.
Hey, you got people go
Okay.
for you. Uber
Nah, I'm
Eats,
good.
Thursday.
Nah,
You
I can't
gonna
walk
make your
outside,
own
walk
Uber
on
Eats.
the streets and shit. Maybe I want to sweat a little bit. I don't always want to be in a car or in the house or something cooped up. Hell no,
like
you just trying to get me to cuss or say something I feel like.
You gotta get Never Ever Land.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't climb trees. Don't you climb trees? I don't. Nah.
I
Don't
used
you
to.
climb
Plant
trees?
I'll do it now too.
Nah, nigga.
Don't you climb trees? Oh my god!
Right. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No. But yeah, but that's not true though, because they never got into it. Because Napoleon stamped that Tupac and Mike never fought, never got
so
into
that
it.
was just always the story that they
Yeah,
talked about.
it came from Mike was supposed to be at one of the studio sessions and like actually meet Tupac or whatever, but he didn't
Yeah,
show. So that's where the rumor came from. But Napoleon stamped that from the Outlaws. He stamped that a long time ago. So
no,
um, you know, if I were
they
to answer the
always was
question, I
jealous.
mean, between the two of them, between the two of them, I think Tupac would try to have somebody jump before I feel like he would actually fight somebody, especially having to fight somebody like Michael Jackson and say he lost. I feel like Tupac will definitely get people on him versus like actually fighting 1-on-1. But
So,
yeah, so probably Mike, I guess.
so if they was
Yeah.
fighting 1-on-1 and you saw Tupac losing, you think he'll make his boys jump in?
I feel
Yeah,
sorry for his
he would have
boy.
people definitely around. I feel like Mike will show up solo with just the driver and somebody, and that's it. I feel like Tupac had 15, 20 people
Did you
there.
watch Mike
Like,
videos straight?
you said
All them
what?
niggas, all his homies in the video, them Crips and Bloods, them real Crips. The
Yeah,
ones that's in his video, them
I seen
gangsters.
that.
Mike
I
don't
seen,
ride along like he in pictures and all. He went in the hood with these niggas. Like
yeah, I seen
they
that
put him
shit.
in the videos. I don't know. You fuck with Mike. The random person that's driving the bus might jump in it for Mike. I'm just saying, I'm jumping in it. I'm hey Tupac, you play with Mike, bro. You picked the wrong one, Slim. We see y'all gonna have to stay on that side
Y'all
with
better
Tupac.
slide me some money.
And the truth
Shit,
is,
put
I
me on
ain't fighting
payroll.
none of
That's
these
what you
niggas.
do. Hell no, ain't no free nothing. I gotta go back to
Yeah,
my regular ass house, regular ass
Tupac do
living.
give me,
I
Tupac give
gotta
me
fought for
game,
your
game.
ass. Hell no.
I
Tupac
would
give me
tell
game.
Talise what happened. I ain't even gonna
Yeah.
jump in on Prince.
Oh man, she had
I would
Oh,
tell Talise what
snitch,
happened.
her dog.
tattletale,
Yeah, we done that.
tattletale. Your tail
Both
smells.
sides gonna beat you now. Both sides gonna beat you. You have
Yeah. Now you. She
you
the
bring
one
the
with the on the
police in
What
there.
they
phone.
say? I'm telling mama.
You don't want get off that phone.
Police gonna shoot both parties. They don't
Snitches
care
get
who right, who
stitches.
wrong. You done got us all shot.
Oh,
You don't
not
call
getting
the
bit up
police.
by Phoenix by mosquitoes.
They
I just seen your
tearing
message in
Weezy
the
up
private
out there.
chat. Phoenix getting bit up by mosquitoes.
You got to take some off with you, baby, or a
Man,
dryer sheet.
That shit should
Oh
be
no,
called on. I don't know why they call it off. They
off.
should
because
call
you
it
got to put it
on.
on.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
shit on. They get on you once you spray some of them joints. I think
Mm.
they adapted though. You gotta get the new
Oh
one.
yeah, they strong. You gotta spray that on more often. They getting a little,
Yeah.
used to
you got to
It
that.
just
don't.
stay
None of that
drinking
mess
it
worked
now.
on
It's like
me. They
Red
just eat
Bull.
me up.
It's like Red Bull give
That
you
light skin.
wings. Them off
Hmm.
give you wings.
And that Centronella candle shit ain't nothing
They
nowadays. I
It
be
getting
don't
getting
all
work.
ate
every part of
up.
the body, just all the
Did
meat,
that
Yeah.
did
all the
that
meat.
ever work? I don't ever remember that. I remember we always lighting them at the cookout, and you still get zit zit zit.
Good.
Yeah.
I
I
be
100.
know them
good.
little clip things that you put in your pocket ain't covering this whole body right here. So I don't know who's small enough to get all that coverage off this little clip you put on the side. Nah, I ain't even gonna
Uh-huh.
buy it.
I be
I can't
laughing.
afford to fuck
Look,
around
look,
and
you
Ain't
still
can
that
get bit.
magic? That's what's magic.
they have a clip. I
It's
never
supposed,
seen that.
yeah, the
Yeah,
joint
you
that
put on the
got the
side.
little air fan. It's kind of like Airwick and shit, and you put it in your pocket. It's supposed to give you this fucking
Everything around
shield
you.
and aura
Yeah,
of
the skill.
off spray or whatever. It don't spray, you don't miss nothing, but whatever smell is propelled around you is supposed to. That ain't enough to cover this body. I need one for the lower half of my ankles and one that's gonna go on my shoulder for the upper half, because that ain't gonna work.
Because why is it they be tearing my ankles up and then
More
above
than
the knee,
anything,
the knee?
I
You
get
can't
you,
reach
gotcha,
there. That's
gotcha.
why. The hardest spots to reach, they smell.
Yeah,
Oh, like they be tearing
is
you
there
be
any
in the
spray sit
hospital
down
bed.
there like you should have?
I'm with a whole bottle of alcohol and witch hazel and just rubbing my leg down after the shower because all these little bumps to try not to scratch. You don't
Mm.
scratch it. It leaves a mark. My grandma like, don't scratch it. You get it infected. I'm like,
Purple
oh, but it itch.
heaven.
That come out
Tell me.
spraying. I'm good. Michael Jackson is an icon. When I saw him singing "Who's Loving You" with that purple hat on, throwing that head back, show me something.
Mike grabbed his crotch one time. They fall.
They,
Oh God!
Yeah, when he came
but
The
back,
y'all
man,
was on Prince though, Mommy. Did you like
yeah,
Prince? I think
hell
you
nah.
was one of
Prince
them
is
too. Was
cool.
you one
I
of the
just
ones that like
remember
that
why
type
he
of
was
stuff?
I
wearing heels
enjoyed
and stuff.
Prince. I
To make
did.
that,
Oh,
you know.
okay. I'm
I
gonna
ain't
see
Yeah,
what my
I
I
ain't
mama
ain't.
gonna lie.
say if
I
she
like
one of
when
them.
Prince when he got older. When I got older, that's it.
Yeah,
When we
because
both
that
was
I don't know
older.
how y'all like that.
What
Yeah,
you
when I was
mean? He
younger,
had
I
some
was
I'm gonna
good
see what my mama
music.
say if
lit.
she says something about whether she like
Prince
Prince or
had
not.
some good music. What you talking about,
He
boy?
had good
He had
music,
good
but y'all was
music.
head over
Yeah, I
heels.
always
I
say
need
that.
something to super stream because when I get bit by mosquitoes, I swell the hell up. Yeah, I'm coming out there covered. I'm not trying to even sit outside if I ain't got nothing. Was you one of them Prince people? Since you're in the comments, was you one of them Prince fans? That's what I want to know. Was you one of
Yeah,
them?
Prince,
Man, my
Prince had
sister-in-law love her some Prince. Oh my
Ugh.
God.
Mm,
it.
that
Mm.
was
That
that
was
was that
Prince.
was.
I had your mascara, man.
Yeah,
I
he
don't care.
was
You can
good.
steal my
He's a good
mascara. I can't use
musician.
it. Here, I can't use this. Here, Prince. Take this. I
Yeah,
don't
he'll
use
tell you.
it.
He'll tell you. Oh, this the right one. This the one I was looking for.
He would say, "Bitch, this is mine anyway." What you talking about? You done been in
I'll
my
pick him
bag
up and he
again.
can sit on my lap with his little self. I pick him
He
right on
said,
up
"Been in
and
my bag
sit on
again."
mama lap. You know,
Him and Reese
just
sharing
sing
wig.
to me.
She didn't want to answer that.
I
My
like.
What
mom in the
answer
comment
what?
section. She didn't want to say what she like Prince. She didn't want to
Look,
be
she
one of
said, "I
them.
love Prince."
I
Oh,
love
Yeah.
don't call me today.
Reggie. I just don't know. He has some good music. You cannot deny Diamonds and Pearls, that whole album. I
Oh,
loved every
I
song
did like a
on
few
that
joints on there.
album, Diamonds and Pearls.
Hmm.
And
What was the
what
Yeah.
other joint? It was a slower
Flavor
joint
Slay.
that I like. I think it
he
was on that same album that I really like.
and
He have
and
a hand
Money Don't
select of
Matter
joints that I really.
Tonight. I love that. Money
I'm gonna
don't
find
matter
it.
tonight, but it sure did matter
Money.
yesterday. I was like, oh, sing it, boy. Ain't that the truth? And Sign of the Times. I love Sign of the Times. The double CD with that or the
Yeah,
double
Purple
side.
Rain.
The so it was
Yeah.
a
He sounded
what?
like he
My
was
people
crying for
always
real on
listen
that
to
joint.
his music. I just
That was one
always
of them joints.
find it weird how he dressed and stuff. I ain't know
I
Yeah.
didn't
women.
say last
I ain't
night.
know
Y'all talking
women
about
was
something.
that
Oh my
attractive
God.
until I got older. I was like, I thought he was gay. Like I didn't know women can like gay men. That's why I was
Yeah.
when I was
I
younger.
didn't understand.
They love him
See,
more than
when
regular
I
men.
saw
Like
him in concert at the MCI Center or the Verizon Center or whatever
the
was,
MCI.
that
Yeah,
was
that's classic.
that was the last time he toured. Back in the man, I was so psyched, and I felt like he was sharp too. He came out the floor in his suit. I'm like, get it, Prince, get it. And it was just beautiful
Mhm.
because when he did "Could You Be the Most Beautiful Girl in the World," he was going around in the audience. He was collecting people, and there was
They collecting people.
yeah, like to walk by. Could you be? Because he's
What?
singing to all the ladies, the
Oh.
most beautiful girl in the world, and the older ladies, the young like everybody was just. I was like, oh, that is so sweet, And he kept his
Okay.
tickets. He kept his tickets down to a reasonable price because he said he wanted the people to come out and enjoy the show. He wouldn't let them uh, raise the tickets all crazy, all high when like they wanted to. He was like, no, I want the people to come out and enjoy my show. My aunt was telling me that she was like, that's one thing about Prince, because she was working at Ticketmasters and stuff at the time. And it's the promoters and the shows and stuff like that be setting them the prices and all that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you.
So
And
you
he
don't want
told
the
them,
ticket be?
and he
Then
told
we
them
not
no
paying you
about it.
this.
He was like, nope,
Okay?
you're not doing this.
Then cool. We just not gonna pay you as much as we was going to pay you. It's business still. Like, yeah, we was
So
gonna
the
give
people
you
would come out.
$1 million, but you want to give out 10 out of tickets? Oh shit, we give you $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Prince was taking hits for people, man. He really looked out for his fans. A lot of people won't do that today. They be like,
Right.
you got
Yeah.
me fucked
Not
up.
at all. They're gonna charge
And
you top
Mike
dollar.
concerts, you ain't got time to adjust the tickets because soon he announced he having a tour sold out. People be
Yeah, that's
reselling the
power.
tickets
That's
for
star
more
power
money
right there for real.
anyway. Yeah, they be
Well,
reselling the tickets.
and that's what happened with Usher. We got our ticket for the Usher show in February. We paid like $200 a piece because like one something plus tax and everything, like $200 a piece. We sold that joker for $700 a piece. Because we couldn't go and we sold it back. They was willing to buy it back. It was 88 seats because me and Misha tickets was 88 seats in our section. They was like, we'll buy your tickets back. We'll buy you, they was more than happy. My cousin said, she's a supervisor for out there for Ticketmaster. She said, sell your tickets back. You can sell your tickets back to the Ticketmaster. And sometimes depending on how bad or how great the show is.
Yeah.
So that was Ursha's birthday weekend. Ursha Raymond, his birthday weekend, and I think was it the last show in his Vegas then? I don't know if that was the last show, but it was the birthday weekend, and they was going like hotcakes. And then so we got ours super early. When they first came out, it was cheaper, but we when they got in demand, we was able to sell it back for 4 times what we paid. I was like, wow. And then I found out she was saying that a lot of people do that to make money. Like they will have a robot
contract the link for the
buy
show.
the tickets.
Contracted one know if he can come on the show today.
Okay. Wait a minute, what time
is
it?
Yeah.
We got time. We got time.
Yeah,
4 to 16.
No. I'm about to put up in that video.
You gotta tell a joke. Anybody that come in gotta tell a joke. This is National Joke Day.
You know you got a joke.
But let me tell the story before the video come back up.
About some tickets.
About the robots that the people, the way they scout, they have robots buying up all the ticket and then they sell the tickets back to the thing. And that's the real business. They're trying to put a stop on that. If you a person or entity, you can only buy so many tickets. I don't know if anybody knew that. Because I didn't know that myself,
Nah, you're right. But it's the sale. Ticketmaster buy their own tickets. So people got hip to what they be doing. They buy their own tickets and repurpose them on there for more money. So people like,
if that happened to me, I had some tickets to a concert and we had to end up to a comedy show. We end up not being able to go. I had to sell it back to them because they wouldn't refund my money. I had to sell it back to them, but they deducted how much they could give me it back. And I don't know how much they sold it to the people, but I know I had to wait until after the event before I got my money back.
Yeah.
They did that to us. They took our tickets quick.
Eventbrite. I had buddies do that. They put their show on Eventbrite, and the first day they put it on there, they start buying their own tickets. Then the next day, whatever left, they buy all of them. Then they start posting. We sold out. People like, damn, I wish it. Hey, then they be, it's more tickets on there. They done purpose the tickets again. Now they cost 2 times more. So they basically flip their own tickets. It's a gamble because you can buy your own tickets and repurpose it. Nobody buy them motherfuckers. Now you done bought your own tickets and nobody comes. So it's a gamble people willing to take. When you hit big, you know it's a big show. You got a big artist coming out. Buy up all your tickets and then repurpose them and sell them for more. Because that's how people in. If you selling tickets at $30, $20 for somebody famous, they like, that's cheap. Let me get them now. Then they look like shit. Hurry up. They calling their friends. You better buy them for it. They look, damn, it's sold out. Oh, no, they got some on here for $60. Oh, damn, yeah. Then better buy them now. It's no different than a plane or train ticket. The closer you get to the date, the more it costs. So they make sure they do that. They sales. So it don't matter if the box bad or well bad. Somebody's gonna buy and resell it. So it's best to purchase your ticket early in advance, or it's gonna cost you more later. In anything.
Wow. I didn't know that they got the sophistication, but they hip to it because they only let you buy so many. Well, Ticketmaster do.
Yeah, because they don't want you breaking into what they doing already. People, like shit. People only buying 100 tickets. Imagine you got that bag, and Usher coming in. I'm gonna buy all the $50 tickets and then repurpose them for 100. So.
Wow. No. 4 times you could buy $50 tickets and repurpose them jokers for $250.
I'm saying I won't be too greedy, but like my brother went to the Super Bowl, they gave me 5 tickets. Each ticket was worth $15,000.
15. Thousands,
Yeah, and
not
people
hundreds.
was out front, thousands, and people was out front buying the fucking tickets. So my brother like, don't sell none of this. I'm like, nigga, I got 4 extra tickets. It's just me. You know, he's like, call somebody, see if they want to come to the Super Bowl. So I think my coach Todd came. 2 of our high school coach and his wife came, but I still end up with 2 tickets left. You know, and he like, don't sell the tickets, because he'd get in trouble if I sell his tickets.
Oh,
Yeah, but I sold them anyway.
Oh, okay.
I
you
sold them
took that
both for ten
chance and
thousand.
sold it anyway, even though
Yeah,
you
I
could
was
get your mama in
dude.
trouble.
Yeah, I was like, shit. He ain't playing anyway. He hurt. You know,
Hard head, good
that
hard
nigga
headed
hurt.
ass.
And like everybody else is doing it, I'm just like, bruh, scurry though. He always been like that, you know. So I was just like, I shouldn't even said that to him. That was my fault, you know. Once I mention it, he gonna keep thinking about it. But no, he went to the Super Bowl again the second time. I already knew what was up with the tickets. So I was asking niggas who didn't play that much or didn't get in, and I knew their family wasn't coming. Hey, you got any extra tickets? I'm trying to get some people down here. It's giving me tickets, and I'm like 11 tickets, man. So
You
it
sold
be
them tickets,
crazy.
Marlon.
Hell yeah, me and my buddy though. I wasn't by myself this time, but yeah, man, my buddy sold them tickets. They gonna buy them anyway, you know. So it's like, why not? Got some extra tickets coming here on the family side, man. There's a lot of money in that shit. Like, I could have sold them for a lot more than what the tickets say. You know, tickets say 15 grand. I could have sold it for more than that.
Wow.
Did you send the link out, the contract? I'm gonna put up the video while you do that. Your next video. See what this time out.
News to you, but let's look at why you're fired. All that stuff you about to say, I really don't care. All right, I'm fired. All right, that's all you got to say. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Hey, I didn't even get to finish why you're fired. Like you don't want to know? No, nah, I don't care. Hey, would you like your job back?
Hey, don't move. All right, let's do this real nice. Okay, put the keys on the car and just back. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just take it. Just take the car, bro. The check engine lights on. It's old. Only got 3 hubcaps, bro. Just take it. What? You finna just give it to me? Yeah, man. Just take it, bro. I don't care anymore. Like, there's a fruit snack in the car though. I just want that. You can have everything else though. Nah, bro. You making me want to change my life right now, bro. That's cool. Like, you keep it, bro. You keep it. Nah, bro. It's cool. Here are my keys. Yeah. Just take the keys, bro. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me get the fruit snack though. That means the world. Hey, you stay safe though. Hey, bro, you want to ride? I could drop you off. Oh, yo, what's up, bro?
Who are you?
Hey, babe. It's not what you think at all. Okay, this is just a friend.
Are there any leftovers, or did you eat it all, or your company?
Do you not care?
I'm just hungry. Okay, all I had was a fruit snack. I got fired. My car got robbed. I just want leftovers.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no leftovers. There's none left, but I can make more.
Okay, cool.
Hey, man, do me a favor, bro. Just get out.
Okay,
Yeah, I can go. I can go.
thank you.
I'm gonna go.
All right, what's for dinner?
Baby, you know I love you, and that meant nothing, and I'm really sorry. And I can make.
Oh, you get out too. Yeah, no, you get out. You probably can catch him. You might have like an Uber or something.
What? No, babe. I love you. I don't want him.
Do I need to yell? Like, do I need to shout? I think what I'm doing right now is perfectly respectful, especially after you just cheated on me.
Yeah. No, you're right. I'll go. All right now. Am I crying?
All right now.
I don't got
I
time to
ain't got
cry.
time for crap.
All right, what's for dinner? You're fired. Yeah. I hate to break the bad news to you, but let's look at why you're fired.
All that stuff you about to say, I really don't care. All right.
Man, when you get to that place, it's dangerous.
Yeah, because you know you like I ain't got nothing to lose, you know. And then he's right. I've been terminated before, and they sit there and tell you to, you know, you don't care. when my last check coming? When we had to downsize because blah 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 blah. All right, whatever reason. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
No, I thought he was gonna kirk off over them leftovers though. I thought that was gonna be the breaking point. Kirk off over them leftovers. Like, come on, man.
we ain't got no leftovers.
You getting freaked out in my bed and you ate the food? Nah, the gun coming out
Hey,
now.
you ain't got no leftovers. I can cook you some more. Yeah, okay. No. You go too. You catch him. If you go catch him, you can still catch him. Go. That was smooth. That's Molly. With Molly level of coolness.
Yeah, one of my friends sent me this a while back before he died. He like, "Is you like shit? You just don't never just seem to give a fuck." I was like, because I can't change nothing. You know, like if I know there's nothing I can change about it, like it ain't gonna bother me. You know.
Yeah. What's
like,
up,
nigga,
Chow?
but damn, didn't this happen? Didn't that happen? Yeah, it happened. You know, it happened. It happened.
Chow out.
You know.
You gotta choose to stay
Choose
calm.
Then how you want to react?
You
You know,
gotta
some people hard day at work. I need a drink. Man, let's go to bar. Niggas, they find any reason to drink or do something. Man, I need to get high because you know shit. They just been crazy. Like, what happened today, man? I woke up and my alarm wasn't working. Like, what? That's it? Like, niggas, they find anything. You know.
Smoke Sam.
At times, jobs with some bullshit and. You know, people giving you a hard time at work. I just go home, act like nothing never happened. You know, just like cause I'm just trying to get in and out of that joint. I done dealt with girls that was shit, that was cheating, and I just like, oh, okay. You know, now I know where you at. You know, and how to treat you. You know, I ain't about to kirk. Oh God, you did this to me. No, you just don't hear from me no more. You, if I might not say nothing,
and
you
they
might
in your bed.
find out a month later.
They in your house.
Yeah, upstairs. You just get out. Get out.
Get to the bags out.
You know? And you at that point, I've been probably trying to find a reason to get you out. Now you got you caught now. Go ahead, get out, man. I know some dudes probably crash out. That's the first thing they looking to see. You know, definitely if you black, man, that couldn't have been me. I'd have die. Shut up. Like nigga, you'd have been calling me for change too. And nothing to look hard for. And now
the young me, I'd have crashed out just like Molly said. But the older me now, it's like it ain't worth it. You're not worth my freedom. You're not going to get from here. Because the young me, it was the incidents with something like that. My neighbor, my boyfriend is supposed to have been anyway. The neighbor down the hall, her name was Kiwi, and she had her little brother, little cousin, whatever. They was watching me leave to go to work. And I sat back this because I'm like, that's the guy always coming, look like he coming. I'm sitting in my car before I start off. I'm sitting there praying, get myself together before I go on, drive on the road. And I saw him leave her patio and come around to my patio and knock on the window. Right. I was like, I know his ass ain't brought his little ass. I'm sitting there. All right. So I decide I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I didn't know. I haven't been on in a few days, Chow. I'll look though after the show. And Chow was saying, sorry, not to cut you off, Reese. I just noticed the comment, my bad, and made me start reading off the random. But he said, sorry to hear about your loss. I love you. Prayers up for you and the family. He's talking to you, Reese. That was Chow.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And Tom Weezy with no glasses look like she'll whoop the trick ass.
Thank you.
The trick ass.
I look so nice now, huh?
Right.
And I got my hair braided back. You look like I'm bald.
Look, you got to sweat out the edges, girl.
You gotta take the glasses off. Yeah, you can't fight with your glasses, so yeah, I guess that is what I look like. Cause I don't fight with my glasses, man.
So I come around and he was entertaining the girl in my house, Kiwi. So I asked Kiwi, I said, can he come down and live with you? I said, because he in my house. I said, he can go down and take his bag and live with you. No, he can't live with me. I said, yes, he can, because you messing up where he live. You messing up. You messing it up. So he was like, baby, I love you. I don't want to mess with Kiwi. I don't want. I'm like, And I don't even know how long that was going on. But then that's when it was like Rambo. It was like with the battle cage, those wrestling matches. I was like, it was on, and all I said was, "Tim, get out." And when you tell a person to get out and leave, why do they want to fight you to stay in your house? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that.
You got a homosexual. They ain't got nowhere to go.
No, he could go back, go up with your mother house. But his mother house was crowded, and they was waiting for the new house to come because there was a delay. They were supposed to be moving to the new house, and his mom's crib was crowded because his brother and his sister came back home, and everybody was there. And the mom was waiting to go to closing on her house, whatever the house is getting together, and it was only supposed to be a couple of weeks turned into a couple of months. By that time, I was like, no. I said, go live with Kiwi. Go live with her. And he wanted to fight me because I didn't understand why. He didn't understand why I told him to get out. You go live with that girl you was cheating with. Or go get that other girl that was that other big girl that was trying to holler at you at the track. At Suitland Track. We was at the Suitland Track. Go on. You have
Reese, you should have told him where you lay your dick is where you put your shit. Get out.
Where you lay your dick is where you put your shit. I like that. Where you lay your okay. You know, and then when I say get out, he wanted to fight me, Molly. He wanted to
that's his house. He's talking about he live there too.
Yeah, right.
Because we decided to have a little company and you don't. That's what they gotta do with him.
Again,
you ain't want to have company.
Because I was all nice and sweet. I was all nice and sweet. He wanted to wake up the bed. He was dealing with Althea, but then he brought Reese out because he was shocked.
I knew it was some part of this video that you want to get on. So you mostly on the cheating part. You ain't got. So you did react differently though. How would Reese react today? How you think she'd react in that same situation?
Nah, she'd be like, it ain't worth it. We can't see eye to eye. Please leave. I just don't. I'm tired because Reese back then had the energy to fight, like you said. The younger one
energy, not that she ain't want to fight. It's the energy.
I'm not with it. It's I'm like, no, you ain't gonna get me locked up. You ain't gonna get me. But the younger one kind of was still a little wild. No,
I'm gonna tell you, if it would now, it depends on where it happened at. If it happened at his house, I just had to walk out because it's his house.
Right, exactly.
If you want to be a hoe in your own house, fine. But if it happened in my house,
exactly.
I ain't gonna kirk off, but you'll know I'm pissed. You getting the fuck up out of there.
Yep.
I'm just random. I'm just walking, just start packing stuff up, putting it in the box. I'm one of the people who fold stuff. I fold stuff up here. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Get out. I ain't doing all that.
That's why I'm telling them people, man.
Yelling, and I ain't doing that anymore. Ain't
that I don't have
and we in the fight, and how I got him out my house. I opened the door for him to get out, and the dog ran out, and he ran after the dog. Then I went and locked all the doors. Bloop, 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 bloop. I ran to the bedroom window. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like, take your ass on, nigga. Take your ass on. I said, I will call the police. And he was still on base. Like, don't you call the police? He said, if you call the police on me, I'm going to kill you. I said, well, then you better go on. Pat and turn.
Police, that police.
Reese, you like calling the police?
No. Yes, I do. Wait a minute. If it's going to protect me, hell yeah.
You try to
wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac.
This contract just popped in.
What's up, son? Good morning.
Like she at work.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You got your business mindset.
I thought it was missing.
I thought it was missing.
She got her blades on.
I do. I had to find my quiet space. I'm in the office today.
Oh,
that's all right. What's up, Slicky?
Slicky, my brother Slicky.
How's everybody doing?
We're hanging in there.
Pretty good.
I'm hanging in there. I'm good. We're doing good. You know, the contractor is out there doing what he does, being a contractor.
Mhm.
But in the
I'm
contract,
I'm focusing right now to go down these stairs because what y'all won't have me on is on live rolling
falling.
down some stairs at Hopkins University. I won't go viral for that. But I just wanted to, what's the
Seriously.
topic today?
When
Is
we
it Tell the Truth Tuesday or it's
turn
something
up
Tuesday?
Tuesday, look, you can tell the truth, turn it up, do whatever you, but look, whatever you like. Trey, say it,
Say it,
whatever
Trey.
you like.
Whatever.
Whatever kind you like.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
But
I can share
Louisa,
just let me share y'all a little bit of what it looked like for me out here. If I can figure out how to turn this thing around, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Can
and
I?
that then you gotta go into settings and go. You gotta hit
Oh yeah,
settings
no. I ain't
and
even
then.
gonna do all that. This is my campus.
you say your
Oh shit!
campus, it
Yeah,
froze
sound like she
up.
her campus. I think we lost her. She probably
The
hit a
Wi-Fi, that
button.
might be the issue. There we
Oh no,
go.
she hit.
Yeah, it's my
Okay.
Wi-Fi. So I'm up in the mountains. So he said it's whatever I like. Can y'all hear
Yeah.
me or no?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on here on behalf of the contractor. And I have to ask, it kind of hurt my heart not to see nobody at his first show.
Mm.
Nobody was there.
Like for this
Funny man
crew,
just
I was
popped in.
excited. Like I mean, David Green, I got to give him a shout out because he came through, did the thing. The contractor had a great show. We had, I can't even say we. This was all him. He had an amazing lineup of guys that he pulled together, and we gave him his accolades for becoming a master electrician for the state of North Carolina. He had to take a step back so he could do that because it was a lot of work. We were
Yeah,
up and
that's
down
good.
the road on that one. But we always talk about, we family and we're looking out for each other and supporting
Right.
each other in this craft for comedy. And I'ma tell you, the mama and the all three fire signs in me. I'm a more what is that? The rising moon, sun, whatever. All three of mine are
Sun, moon,
fire.
and rising.
Sun, moon, and rising. I'm Leo, Aries, Leo.
Hmm.
And the protective nature in me really was disappointed when I didn't see anybody that said they were going to be there for him from the Morning Mac
Mm.
show.
Nah, I ain't
Mm.
say why we ain't come. Ain't say we ain't have a ride
No,
there or anything.
no, I
Ain't-
was there and I read up on. I saw every text message. I saw all of it. I was there for every communication. And I mean, I'm looking at it from the
Yeah.
perspective of, when you guys have events, we've caught trains. It hasn't always been driving, but we make a way to get to Waldorf, to get to
Yeah, well, we
Virginia, to
always
get to
agreed one
wherever.
way. If you can't agree to one way, then switch it at the last minute. I was told that he'd get us me a rental car to get up there. Then I told Reese and hey, y'all might as well ride with me. We going up there. They all said, we'll go there. Sent the invoice.
So
He said,
here's
I pay for it right now. I sent the money right now. That was weeks before the event. I canceled the event that supposed to have been at 8 o'clock. That was $400 for me to do that event. So I was gonna be there and I really wanted to be there. Contractor said he didn't trust that I would make it there, that we wasn't gonna come. So he couldn't send the money for me to get the rental so we can be there to see him and support him. So trust the fact that I will make it. Then I said I can't make him trust me, so I let them know, hey, I ain't gonna be able to get the rental. It was the day before. He could have let us know 3, 4, 5 days ago that hey, I don't trust that you can make. Then we could have came up with other ways of getting it. But we wanted to be there. We for sure planned to be there. We had shots and how we was going to do this and that. So don't assume we just didn't want to be there at the last minute.
so
He just
that
couldn't.
so I'll
So
say this
Mm.
respectfully. I'm not assuming anything.
Mm.
yep.
I'm looking from a business perspective, and just like y'all said, I'm on my business today. I
Whatever.
do
Mhm.
this. I do this 7 days a week. I do it for him, for his business, and I do it here where I'm at. As far as invoices are concerned, I read the invoice, Molly, and
Yeah,
on there, just business wise, it might be a
yeah,
good business practice to put on there if you're expecting payment in advance to put it on the invoice. I'm not
Yeah, I
saying
said
that
it
that's
said
what should have
48
been
hours.
done.
It said on the invoice, it said 48 hours.
No, it doesn't. I read through the invoice.
Okay, I still got the invoice. I ain't gotta lie.
So I'm
So,
not saying that you're lying. I'm just saying that even
but
from the
verbally,
perspective
we had
of
a
what,
contract too. Verbally, he said he would send it over. Verbally, in the text message, I have the message that he said I can send it over right now. I would get the rental car right now. I would send it. I pay for Ubers to get from DC to Baltimore. That's nothing. I can get you an Uber from there to all the way here and back. And then I said, okay, we do, and it's cheaper to get the rental. Don't you trying to make it seem like oh, the business wasn't right. No, I didn't do typically business. I charged less than I was going to charge. I canceled a shoot that I was going to do, and I wanted to be there. I just ain't had the funds to pay for a rental to get there, and my team was going to come along with me. But for in your head, you assuming that we just courier. Hell no, I wanted to be there. Everybody
so
wanted.
again, Molly, respectfully, I'm not raising my voice and I'm not like I understand
I ain't
it.
raising my voice. I just
And
don't
I'm
understand.
listening because it's not an assumption. That's why I said I'm coming in peace and I'm coming
I
respectfully
understand.
based off of the way that I see it, the way that I saw it. There's no assumptions. I'm not going to make a donkey out of myself. I know what I read and I saw on the side of the contractor. And just
Okay.
from my side of seeing it, even through the text messages, the intention would be that once you got here, he would have handed you the money or given you the money. And it's not saying that, okay, you would have on purpose came or said you would come and he's sending you money and then you don't show up. I can't say it the way that he says it because you already know how the contractor talk. But in his words, he's a real one, flat out, and he's from the
I
streets
am too.
and he's
Me
going to
too.
look at it, he's looking at it as, I could be sending somebody some money, and there have been a couple times that we were supposed to meet up with you in DC and
For
we didn't get a
Seymour,
chance to meet up. So if it was for CMOS, if it was for the
I
Mm.
the
didn't pay you
podcast,
that.
wait,
You didn't
if it
send the
was for
invoice.
the podcast, if it were for anything, there had been times we had come to DC on purpose so that we could meet up with you, and then he would call or he'd reach out to you and we didn't
But
hear
you knew
anything.
all this
So if
before you
there's a
asked
lack
for
of
my service. That's
if
the thing.
there's a
You knew
lack of
this before my
communication,
service. It is.
Nah.
Because if you knew all this before you asked for my service, don't ask for my service. Don't say you're going to pay for my service. Then when it's time to pay for it and get us down there, you come up with all this stuff. Well, the last time I tried to deal with you, you did this and you did that and you did that. Well, you knew all that before you asked for my service. You knew that before I canceled another shoot that I was going to go to that was
Mm.
already paid for. I canceled that shoot, gave it to somebody else to take on this shoot. I let him know in the joint, in the text. So I don't know what messages you read. I wasn't mad that he can't get me down. I just thought he probably
I
didn't have
didn't,
the money to
Molly, I
send
didn't say,
at the time.
Molly, I did
And
not
we
say
didn't
that you were
but we
mad.
wanted to support it. Yeah, but you acting like it was a bad business deal. Like I don't know.
No, no.
I never did a shoot and not receive a deposit. And y'all an hour and a half away from me. You acting like y'all 10 minutes up the street. It was an hour and a half. I need a rental
So
car.
can Molly, can I
You lost.
respectfully ask, because like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not coming at you about bad service, and I'm respectfully asking if you can just like volume down just a little, because that's not what I'm doing to you. I look at all of you like family, and like I said, I'm not, it has my end of it. I'm not looking at the business part of it. I'm not the businesswoman. This is between you and the contractor. What I'm looking at is
Talking to you.
outside of that is that you've got, yes, like I said, hypes up to David Green for making it out. We really appreciate you. You did a great job.
On the
For
show.
everyone else that said that they were going to come out, we're all adults. I can't rely on anybody else. If something happens where the contractor can't get me from A to B and I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to figure out a way
That's
to
the
get there to
thing. I
support.
wasn't going to be there. I
Wait,
wasn't
wait,
coming
wait,
in
stop,
just to
Molly,
chill. I
Molly,
was coming in for a
Molly,
job.
Molly,
This is
Molly.
crazy.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop, stop, stop,
I
real
think
Damn.
quick.
you
Stop, Molly,
misunderstand.
stop.
Huh?
Chrissy, stop. Let me say
Nah,
this.
that.
I did plan to be there. I don't drive, okay? And we plan to come as a group. We was waiting as a group. And in the 11th hour, if this wasn't going to happen, we could have made different arrangements if I would have known about it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't find out about, we weren't able to get the rental till Friday, Chrissy. Friday evening. Friday, Chrissy. And
I found out.
and what was I supposed to do? I can't pull a ride out of my back for everybody. a contractor knows that I love him and that's my man, $100 grand. As I wouldn't even put it on the show. Why would I waste my time telling everybody and to audience we're gonna have a good show? We're gonna be out there promoting his thing and telling other people to come. If I wasn't going to play, didn't plan on being there, huh?
And I still got the invoice, but the details on there. I was scared that. I was scared, so
don't charge it to my heart. Please don't charge it. I was trying to get there. What you want me to do?
We was talking about that show all week, man. We was looking forward to that shit. But I'm sure that invoice that I actually.
Hold on. They were even going to split the rental. It wasn't just going to be
and so
everybody was split. Hold on 1 second. Everybody was going to split the cost of that, the gas, and to go. So the intention was to get there. What happened is, it didn't happen. So it was not because no one wanted to come.
I was even buying all the tickets. I even touched that. But I got the invoice with the image. I got all the images, and I don't know what messages you didn't see. But
no, I didn't. There's nothing that I didn't see. I saw the messages. I didn't say that I didn't.
Something was
I was.
On the invoice, it says 48 hours before, and it still says. So I'm going to post it on here, and I can show everybody and you that you said that it didn't say no time limit on there. It say 48 hours before the date. I mean, 2 hours before the day of the shoot. And it's still up there. So I will share it since you saying it didn't say it on there.
I mean, I don't have a problem having it shared. I do know, but I can tell you also, and I'm not saying that this would be something that you would do. I'm not saying that this is something that you would do. Is that a PDF or is that a Word document that you're sending?
I can just share it straight from the text message.
It doesn't need to be revised. You can just pull it up from there.
But either way, that's why I said I'm not saying that it would be one way or the other. I'm saying on my end, outside of the business, that there have been plenty of shows that we've gone to, and there have been other shows that the contractor has had where we have not driven every time we've come out there. We can catch a Molly. I'm taking it back to school. I got my hand up.
This is gaslighting.
It's not. How is it gaslighting? If I'm saying that if we can drive or if we can get a
so far.
What have I not said? Okay, what is the point of it? Is that I'm disappointed that everybody didn't show up because it's other shows that the contractor has had.
But Miss Contractor, when people are responding with what's going on in the actual situation, of course, whatever the delivery that comes from your husband is obviously going to be a certain way compared to what everyone else is saying. If you have a screen full of people that are telling you how it went on this end, and you're kind of dismissing it, you're saying
I'm not dismissing it. I understand where you're coming from.
But
what I'm listening to at the same time, if you could just hear me out, I'm not being disrespectful, Molly, because I've never been disrespectful to you when we've been around ever. I don't raise my voice. I stay in my lady and I stay in my soft space even now. I'm saying from my side of it, there are going to be 3 sides. 4, because there's me seeing it on my side, there's the contractor seeing it on his, there's you guys, and then there's what actually happened. It's always going to be 3. So I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is that regardless, we've caught the train. We got the MARC train that leaves from out of Baltimore, even if it was a miscommunication between to say, hey, we're not going to be able to do the rental car, but we can do this so we can get out there. He would have given you the money when you got here. The issue was that he wasn't going to just give the money up front out of the blue. So whatever those conversations are financially, that's between y'all.
Okay.
There are other points. There are other shows that he had where he said something on the show, I got this going on prior to his hiatus, and we never said anything about it. It was just, you know what, people probably got stuff going on. Okay, whatever, you got to show, you got to show. Our point is, regardless of if we drove or if we Ubered or if we caught a train, we made a way so we could come out and support. That's the point, is that we made ways to come out to support. It's not about, okay, y'all just, okay, no, y'all hating or is this or that or gaslighting. I'm looking at it from the supportive standpoint. I'm looking at it from, and Reese and Phoenix, I hope y'all can hear this. I don't know if Phoenix, if you have children, but from the mom's
I have
perspective,
5
when
children.
when you, and I got 3, as grown as they are, I've had family members that say they're gonna come out to stuff for my kids and don't never come. But what happens is that your kids end up disappointed and you mad because they hurt. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not coming off in a way for me to be like pushing at you all or anything. I'm just saying from the mother's perspective, from the supportive spouse perspective, is that I was disappointed that I didn't see y'all there.
I
I
was
love
too.
all y'all and I wish you could have been there. And for his future shows, I want y'all to be there for him because he, like, that's like you said,
Yeah,
y'all
and
preach and
that's
promote
the well,
family and
hold on.
everybody being together. We just want, I want to see that. I don't want to hear it. I want to see it.
No, but that's the intention.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's the gaslighting
real
part.
quick,
Yeah,
real
that
quick,
is.
real
Yeah,
quick,
that's the
real quick,
gaslighting part.
real quick. Hold on, y'all.
Sorry.
This
My,
needs to
my
be done at
phone.
12:30. This was not the time. This is a show.
Yeah,
At 12:30, we could have all gotten in the back and had this conversation. So this was inappropriate in the beginning. This is a show.
yeah.
So we need to take this conversation behind back, and Mr. and contractor need to be in here too because he is a big part of this whole scenario. He needs to be in this conversation. It's the Morning Max show. We have to take business behind the scenes, not on camera, because nobody should know what the heck is going on or what we're talking about.
Yeah, we
Nobody.
ain't mentioned nothing about it to the day.
This is an inappropriate conversation because it's business and personal family matters should not be done on the screen, live for the world to see.
At the same time, it's real life and it's real world. And this is the part of where
Yeah,
people
but it's
see
So if
these
still
it's real
types of
life and
things
real
and they see
world,
emotional.
you
why are you
work for,
not taking our
It's
reality when we're
emotional
trying to
though.
explain what's
I'm not
because
taking your reality.
because
What
you
you
don't
are
see how
telling
it's
me,
coming
one,
together. I
I
don't.
see how it's coming together. I see it, but
You don't.
what's gonna happen? Okay,
You don't.
No,
Mm.
okay.
I'm just
all
saying, you
I'm
think
saying
we
is
were
it
meant
should have
to
been
show
because we
purposely? You
didn't get
think we
nobody
didn't
went
really
to
want to
it.
be there in this contract? You really think we ain't want to come? Like we all week was talking about promoting it on the show and all that, just not to come.
Molly, I did not say
So you
Molly, I
think
did
if
not
we just
say
sent
that.
the money over? No, I'm just saying if you sent the money over like we agreed to in our messages, I don't know what messages you sent. But like he said, weeks before that, he was gonna send the money over so I can get the rental and book it ahead of time so it don't cost so much. That's why every day it went up and went up and went up to the point that it was a dead weight. But how we getting it is that we supposed to somehow found a way, even without the car, to really show how much support we got. I called plenty of people, say, just take me down there. I can give you the money. Plenty of people. I got messages hitting people. Dog, you can just get me to this shoot. He gonna give me the money. People couldn't take it, but he already agreed that he can send me the money. That's it. If he never said that, it wouldn't have been a problem. We'd have got down there. We could have came up with the money. I knew he'd have gave it to me when I got down there. I just literally told him that I can't pay for the rental because I don't have the money right now. If you send it, I can book the rental right now. He
And
said, I don't trust that
wait
y'all
a minute,
gonna make it. I send you this money, you might not come. I'm like, wow. Then
wait
why
a minute.
book me in the first place if you don't trust me? If you think of me as this person, why reach out to me to film anything in the first place? That's the
But
part that's confusing to me. That
Chris,
just confused, and I missed out on money. So it's like I ain't win
Yes,
for
you
this.
Reese.
did.
I wanted to be
Yes,
there.
Reese.
That hurt me to my heart not being able to be there. I'm on the budget. I don't have a job like y'all got a job. So my finances is different. I had to fandango and move around some stuff so I could participate, so I can be there and wholeheartedly. And it didn't happen. And that hurt me to my heart because I always say that John, that's my brother. I gave the boy the first shout out, the first like, yay, I have at this point I hate that I had to depend on other people for transportation. If I had a
Yeah.
way, we all would have been there. We talked about the morning Mac bus, and David Green even know that our financial situation. I was coming up with money that I didn't have to put in on this, and we still fell short because we didn't get all the pieces together. All the monies didn't come. We didn't know this until when after 6 p.m. on Friday, and we're waiting. That's
And
the
it's hard.
11th hour, Chris. That's not fair on us. That's not fair. If he would have just said, well, here, let me cover this part, and so y'all can get down here, and we all would have came. I
Or
had the
just said
money.
that 3 days before. If he just said 3 days before that, like, no, I don't trust you. I won't send
Why
you no
didn't
money.
we could have
Cool, we
made?
would have just figured another way out. But we thought the
We could
whole
be
time to
sitting
the
there
day before, that's what it was.
Friday trying to
So it's
get
like, I don't know.
trying
And
to
as
get a
far
car.
no, but even still, as far as the mock train, if we had known in advance, we
And
would
I
have
do
planned it.
know
That mock
contractor. Wait
train
a
is
minute. We
very.
off them. Wait a minute,
It
Weezy,
ain't
before you
like it's
say
not
that.
like the bus.
I
Hold up.
can't hear.
I do love
I can't
contractor.
hear.
And John, I consider him as my family. That's why when you guys come on anytime, you're always welcome here. So don't try to shame me or put me to the stage. Oh, you
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
you fake or you this because I can't get to a function. Because I
Yeah, we
can't get
should
there.
have
That
been
means
there though.
I supported it, I blasted and everything. So how you think that make me feel, Chrissy? You don't think I wanted to be there to see that?
I knew it would be a
Just said
good
you would have
show.
made it happen if you really wanted to be there. You would have found a solution. It's her ultimate
We
answer.
was finding
Because
a
the facial
Actually, no, it's
expressions,
one. My face, sir. One, don't do that to me
Yes.
because I speak. Yeah, my facial expressions. You may think they're saying one thing, but they're saying something else because I'm legitimately listening. I'm not assuming anything. That's an assumption that you're making right there. I'm
no, I mean
listening to
your
Reese.
tone and how you
So
started
what
off
I'm
from the
doing,
beginning,
sir,
delivery from the beginning. I'm listening
one
to you
again,
as you're
sir. I
talking to
don't know,
us.
sir. I don't know you. I
I
know
know.
Reese. I know. Okay, I don't know you, and you don't know me.
Yeah.
I know Reese. I've seen, the contractor work with, David Green. I've
Hmm.
seen Molly.
Hmm.
I just recently met Phoenix at the last event that we came out to. So that's my first
Hmm.
time physically seeing her, and it was a pleasure
Right.
meeting her in person. It's always great putting a face or a physical, putting hands on people that you meet. So there's that part. So between you and I, until I physically meet you, don't assume the energy based off of the way that my face looks because my face says a lot of things.
Okay. So I'll just allow
You know,
them
just
to
just
receive
just
you how they're
just
receiving you. You
just sound
understood.
just side note, personal update is that I've previously been told that I have an affect about my face because you can't tell whether or not I'm thinking what you think I'm thinking. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. So I'll direct my
Saturday. I
conversation
want
to
to ask
Reese.
you, did Tracy come TMJ in the midday?
Tracy
Did
wasn't able
Tracy?
to make it because he sent a message to the promoter letting him know that his car broke down on the side of the highway.
I was begging Tracy for a ride Saturday.
Yeah, Tracy wasn't able to make it. His car broke down, and then he reached out to the contractor and told him he was sorry he couldn't make it. He let him know, and the contractor let him know, the show was great, and he'll see him on the next run. But that was it. He was still living on the high of, how great the show went. My only point,
I'm
like I
glad, but I keep
said,
saying this that I was trying to get
and
ways
I,
to
I get that, Reese, and I understand that. That was a part of my reason for coming on because I would, like I said, both you and Phoenix understand that when I gave the example of from just the mother's perspective of it.
right.
So I don't want you to feel like I am pointing a finger at you and saying, well, you should have hop, skip, jump, run, pushed your wheelchair down the street or however you needed to get here. As Troy probably thinks that's what my face is saying. That's not what I'm doing or what I'm getting at. It was just purely like I wish I would have seen y'all there for him because he was excited about it. I get that there is background stuff that I agree with Phoenix. Yes, this could have been taken off site and talked about afterwards in the backstage. So next time we have something to talk about, I'll just put in there and be like, can we talk backstage? Otherwise, I still have love for y'all. Yes, you gave John his first podcast the beginning of the year when he first got into comedy. So I acknowledge that without a problem. You did. Molly, you worked with John with the one event that you did, or that was in DC when it was the
Yeah, I
competition
trust
and he
him to host his
hosted.
first event, his first ever.
So I
I'm
get
his
that.
first
And
event.
I
I
give
trust he
you
would made it
hypes
there too. I ain't
and
think he
I
wasn't
give you
going
props on that too, because we came through. When
I
we
like
say we gonna do it, we coming. Like
oh
just
he
know it and
came
rest
through
assured that
for it.
we coming. He might
Yeah.
come by himself sometimes, but one way or the other, somebody is gonna be there just to make sure. We want y'all to know that we appreciate you and that we do like yes, we see the appreciation on your side too. I just wish that everybody could have been there. I do. And I'm not sitting here saying by hook or crook you should have made a way to figure out how to get down here. My point was that we have just on our side, our face value of it is that, we don't talk about finances and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Well, however we needed to get there is how we got there.
yeah,
That's my point.
yeah. That's the point
But
that I'm making.
that's
They
saying that out.
already came up
That's me
with
saying, Althea, I love you, and I know I pray that everything that's going on. One, I pray abundance over everybody's finances, so we don't have these types of issues. That everybody is able to come together and just do what we need to, how we do it, and that everybody is prosperous and successful. I pray that the Morning Max show becomes bigger than you could ever imagine it to be. I pray that, Molly, your production company becomes bigger than you could even imagine and handle it to be. What everybody is doing, I pray an abundance over that for each and every one of you and myself and the contractor. I just also pray that in the future that there is for all of us a better line of communication so that we know exactly what it is so that we can all get together and enjoy whatever other events that we have that are coming up in the future. That's it.
yeah.
And that's me still again staying in my I'm staying in my flower over here in the corner. As
Oh no,
prickly as the thorns might be sometimes, it's just I'm gonna be the same way. I heard you yesterday, Reese, when you were saying if somebody like if an event or something happened where somebody like walked up on Molly and you be like, hold up, no, 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 that's my brother. Don't do that. What you doing? We're protective of each other.
yeah,
I'm supposed to be protective of him. That's why I'm not coming with the rah rah, shish boom bah, screaming, yelling, and carrying on. I'd rather us as a family also show. And like I said, Phoenix, I understand what you're saying that this isn't something that should be out there in the public. But as a family, I also want I like when people can see that even though there is a disagreement, that we come back together with an understanding and a solution in the end. That we communicate better for whatever other future events that there are. I hope
Cannot
these
wait
things
to the
didn't die
11th
on me. They
hour to
did. They
change.
just died. You might
And
hear me
that
different out here.
who died?
Oh,
Oh, we
headphones.
Phoenix.
still we can still hear you. Okay,
So,
Okay.
so
I not wait to the 11th hour for changes because I planned on going down there and everything. Like I said, uh, Chrissy, I planned on. I would not sit here and tell the world that I'm going to be there because I wanted to see him. First show promoting, first time. Why would I tell everybody to go? Why would I say all my friends? I'm sending them flyers out and sending them out individually on my timeline. I didn't know what was going on in the back. I didn't know until Friday. Friday, Chrissy, what was going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. None of us know what's going on. I just assumed that he had a lot going on. He probably couldn't send it over the car, so he had to pay me in cash. I didn't think he had not pay me, but for him to think I wouldn't show up, that just showed me everything. Like I had plenty of people say they're gonna pull up for sea malls and never pull up. Plenty of times. So I can't hang around and wait for one person to buy a $10 bottle when I get called for a shoot, and that's what happened. So it's like you want to blame me for that, then cool. But I never, for
Got
my
nothing to do with
videography
us.
services, it never,
That's
not
one
one person
thing.
watching. All the people watching, I did video for you. Name a time I never showed up. I done flew to Florida, California, everywhere. When you pay me for a shoot, I show up, and all them people made sure I got there. That was it. If I can get there, I'm gonna shoot it. If I can't, I'm gonna let you know. I ain't gonna drag you along and just be like, I don't know, take your money. But yeah, that job threw me off. It's like, why even reach out if you don't think I'm gonna come and show up anyway? That just threw me off. It's okay. I was just hoping he had a good show. Shit, but I wanted to be there more. Shit, more than anything. He's like, shit, that's all we talked about. We'll make the next one.
Getting
Hopefully
together
we
a
just got
road
some
trip.
wheels.
You
Yeah,
don't
we
know
just get
Trey,
down
but
some
he was
wheels, man.
excited about coming.
Trey was
He
out
was
running
getting
drive.
ready
He
to
was tired
show
Yeah, I
already.
up.
mentioned I only spoke on it. I know she doesn't know
He
me.
was the
I'm well
driver.
aware of that, but I only spoke on it because the
Yeah,
car
I hope
wouldn't
you don't
have
think
been
that.
available if it wasn't for me. The whole finagling that we did as far as planning and the cheapest possible way we were going to get there was because of me. That's the
Yeah,
only reason
the
why. I'm the one who
trailer.
said, "Oh, maybe we should go this route." And this is how, because we already going to use this and utilize this for other stuff that we're doing. I mentioned how we're going to get there, and I was the one who was going to make sure
Come up with the
everybody was
bread.
on time, and we were more than ahead of time to do whatever the contractor needed. That's the reason why I'm speaking on it. I'm aware that you don't know me,
Yeah, we're gonna be at the Nets.
but I'm not
Hopefully,
a smart
that's
aleck person
real.
either. I'm
So,
not disrespectful. My mom was literally just on here like 15 minutes ago. I'm not raised that way. So, however it came off is however it did, but that's not my intention is to be disrespectful. But I spoke on it because there would be no car if I didn't speak up on it. So,
And there
yeah,
wasn't no car because we didn't get all the finances together. That's the only reason we. And this was the
I
after.
was thinking that we didn't
David
want to be there
Green
though. That's
should
the
have
thing.
told you that they still trying to come up with finances. Nobody said
Dave should
anything
have
like
came
that.
and picked us up. Why didn't pick us up, Dave?
I'm already 3 hours away.
David
I
already
swear
let
I'm
us
fucking
know
with you.
that he came from Cumberland, and that the only reason that people know about Cumberland is because of the jail out there.
That's it.
He said that in his joke. And David,
Yeah,
I got to
so
make you laugh on that one. I got to bring some humor. That's funny because my brother was in Cumberland. That's the only reason I know about Cumberland. And driving
that's
driving
it.
through the hole they made in the mountains so that they could get them out there.
Yo.
Yeah,
But
but
no, I do hope. I mean, I like I said, I love y'all. I'm not coming with any ill intentions. Uh, is it Trey? I don't want to be disrespectful. Say the wrong name. Trey.
yeah, yeah. Everybody says Trey.
Trey. What your mama name you?
Trayvon.
Trayvon. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your mom name? Trayvon. I know this is again. I don't know you, but I want to make sure that you know that it's nothing but love and good energy over here. I'm not trying to come with anything negative. I just want to, like I said, that's my honey.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure he's happy, and I also
yeah.
I understand that you all have love for the contractor, and that he he's come out, and now that there's understanding, okay, but I have to be, I'm the lioness to his crab.
Well, the
You
and
stay
I
there too.
fully understand and respect that, but the reason why I was feeling some way, not only because I was trying to come with the solution, but you don't see like the little investments, little means of money making that I'm trying to, and not actually trying but doing for myself. So I'm trying to, book clients for my power wash and all of this little side stuff because I
Hmm.
know with this job alone, I know I'm not making exactly what I need to make to do anything too much extra, which is okay for me for now because these avenues are starting to come into the forefront. But when I have someone that I don't know that acknowledges that they don't know me, you probably didn't even know I was a part of the mix anyway, so I understand that. But for me to have been one of the, you know, big parts of it and then trying to do and book clients so I can make enough money to actually put in for this car to get to someone to meet people I haven't met before. Um, I was just like, damn, like I understand that I would never want nobody to be disappointed. I would never want nobody to have a room full of people and not show. There's plenty of things that happen behind it. I'm not a comedian, so I definitely put myself out, in a different category when it comes to people that's on this platform. But the last thing I would do is be out here in 90-degree days sweating for the little money that I'm asking for, these projects and things that I'm doing to split it in half or use it all up. It- Even to cover someone else that couldn't afford to also get the car, being willing to cover them or put in any way I can. I don't spend my time sweating outside to make money to use on people that I don't give a fuck about.
So I got a quick question for you, Trey, because I just went through the comments too, and I'm hearing what you're saying. You said you have a power washing
Oh
company.
yeah, I'm doing a couple of different things, lawn and gardening and power washing. That's something that I just recently started. That's starting to make some money for me.
Okay, so I'm
Um,
gonna say this. I don't know what your distance or your time frame, but like your what is it? The area that you're trying to get your
yeah, the
expansion
radius.
area,
Yeah.
the radius. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's Tuesday, but it feels like Monday to me.
that's all
If
right.
you on backstage or even somewhere, I'll send you my email address and I'll post it on one. Like if you got a flyer, because they do different
Mhm.
things in different places. And if it's putting it in a Starbucks or somewhere, sharing the information, because I'm not on social media, but I can share that so that other people can see it because they'll reach out to you. You know, people will take these little things off the boards here. I got the contractor, you know, into Hopkins to be able to do some stuff here. So I
Hmm.
have no problem, you know, spreading your information so that you could get it done. And I
Understood.
saw the other comment that's in there for Miss Phoenix. You know, look, like I said, there are times when the contractor can speak on my behalf and I'll speak on his behalf. And he is literally working right now. Like before I even got on with you guys, he was in a customer's house. So he could not physically jump on here on his own. And y'all know he ain't got no problem saying anything that come out of his mouth because
Hmm.
that's the contractor. I'm coming on, and I'm definitely not saying y'all are full of crap or whatever. I'm not. I just gave my opinion on how I felt it was. I'm not assuming anything. I'm not assuming that nobody wanted to support him. I'm just saying that I wish that you guys could have been there. And I
Yeah,
get it that you're pulling things together financially. I get that there are background parts of it that work. I get this. I'm an admin by trade, so that's I get it. I have to
yeah,
just make sure on for me as his wife, I stand up and I say something when he can't.
yeah. It's just the invoice part threw me off because you literally said you ain't said time on it when it clearly says the time on
I
it
would,
and
and
what
you know
time
what?
to pay.
I will
So
come back and I will eat my words. I will look at it
nah, yeah,
again.
it
The
really
one that I
good.
looked, I ain't
Yeah.
got no problem with holding myself accountable for it and being like, you know
Nah,
what,
you
Molly?
probably skipped across it. I know if you seen it, you
Christy
wouldn't have
was
mentioned it.
wrong.
You know. Yeah, nah,
You
I think if
know.
you'd have seen it, you wouldn't have mentioned it. And then there's a message under there said, you know, the voicemail invoice too much. I don't care. Just send what you can. You know, and he said the invoice is good. He put a thumb. I ain't got no problem with the invoice, but I only
Hmm.
sent that because it was almost a day from the shoot, and I put on the invoice 48 hours before the day of the shoot. So I just thought time passed, but yeah, I don't care if he didn't have nothing. If I had a way to get down there, Christy, I'd have
If
just
we
got
had
down.
the money to just pay it, because we
Yeah,
talking
I
about,
was
okay,
gonna
well, it costs
spend
this
all the
much and
money
this
on the
amount of
tickets.
mileage,
And I
and
was like, we're gonna spend
if
buy
we go
food.
over our
We can
mileage
put
and we
it
know we
already
only got
back
to spend this
into it,
much,
you
it was
know.
a lot
But
of conversation
I don't
behind
want him
trying
to
to get this
think that,
car.
you know. Yeah, I don't want him to think that we ain't want to be there. Oh, because he ain't send the money, we just ain't show up. Like hell no, we couldn't get there. Like that was it. We were still trying to find other way because I knew he'd give me to me in cash once I got there. And I said, all right, but I couldn't get there. We ain't have enough time. Maybe I had another day or two. I could have thought, you know, call somebody or something, but we just ain't enough time. But we definitely make the next one for sure. But we wanted to be at the first one. That's all we talked about.
I'm creating these little avenues so that I, like you said, so I can be more financially free. And I'm not just waiting on my job for next week or every other Thursday to get paid. So, I mean, it was a lot of
Hmm.
conversation. I know you weren't a fly on the wall at the moment to hear it. There was a lot of conversation behind how, oh, we can make this work or we can move this around and blah, 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 blah. You know, the
Should have
group
made it
wanted
work.
to be there. So I'm not even going to say, anything else, but the group wanted to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope
That
he's not upset.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it was more me. It was more me, Reese. Like, you know, he was a little disappointed, but it's like it's me that I just wanted to see y'all there. And like Trey said that, you know, I don't see the background. I don't see it. I don't know it. What was happening in the background was happening in the background. Your side conversations were happening. I just saw it from what I see on his end where when people say they're going to come through and they don't. Like
Yeah.
we both gotten to the point where we done had so many people tell us they're gonna do something and they don't do it, and it's just like, well, I'm
I
gonna
know
keep
how that
going.
feel. I
You
know how
know,
that
Mhm.
feel.
we just recently,
Firsthand.
like, I can give you the exact. Y'all talking about the concerts today has nothing to do with it, but I had so many people back in the day that would tell me, "Oh, I'm gonna go with you to this show. I'm gonna go do this. We gonna do this. We gonna do that." And the day of the show, okay, where are you? Did you buy your tickets? The Roots picnic. I had a cousin back out on me the day of the show, and she said she was gonna drive, and I had bought our tickets, but I wasn't.
Mm.
That's how you know I'm in the mount up here in the hills. Stuff blowing all in my face. I'm sorry, but like the day of, I was determined to go to the Roots picnic. I drove my little Saturn
Yeah.
Aura up 95 with the check engine light on to go to a concert that I bought tickets for.
Risking it.
And I
And David Green, you was
We
dead. Why
gonna
didn't
have
you let contracting Chrissy
No,
that we
no,
were
no, no,
trying
no,
to
no,
get
no,
a
no, no,
Randall.
no.
I
Mm-mm.
mean,
I
so
don't
let
want
me
to.
know.
I
That's
don't want to
all
Okay,
right.
pass
That
that
ain't
along to nobody
nope,
else.
Yeah,
nope,
that's
I'm
What was
no,
saying
I'm
was already
asking you
said. I don't want to pass
questions
that along to nobody else.
nope.
because you're not
I
Ask him.
didn't
asking
I
say
don't
me.
want
that.
to
What
ask
is
David
you?
You
why he
know,
didn't.
David,
You
did you
don't have
get to
to
get
because I
something to
talked to
eat?
David that morning myself, and he asked, and I said we're trying to get around. So if they said, "Well, where the Morning Mac crew?" David's part of the crew. He could have said they're trying to get a rental.
We didn't
nobody.
say that.
No,
We didn't say that to David. We
yeah,
didn't bring
But
none of
I
that up
ain't
to David.
asking Dave. Yeah, no
No,
point
I'm just
David
asking.
saying.
ain't
Oh,
had
y'all
nothing.
didn't say anything. Okay, okay.
and
David
I
ain't
was
had
Yeah.
just,
nothing to do with that. I'm
and
just
I
That's
giving
why I
know
said
David.
I
you
didn't
don't.
want to bring nobody else's name up because I
and
The
Yeah,
don't.
I
question
think
It's
is,
already
Dave
David
passed.
is
It
probably had
a
a
already
part of
little
the
happened.
bit to
Morning Mac.
do
I
with
Mhm.
the
don't.
He
outcome,
knew
though.
what was going
You
on because
know.
we talked that morning.
Nah, but I think people by Dave saying that we didn't show up to his shit, I think that's what
It
started that
already started.
narrative. Because I never told Dave I was coming to his event, and he bought me a ticket. I knew I had to shoot, but I said I'd try to make it if I can after. I still had to pay to stay as out. But I think in that narrative, Dave put in people's head that we didn't show up to his event, even though he paid and he had to pay extra, and we don't support. Basically that's how I'm taking it.
I
Because
never
now
brought.
one time we told Dave we was coming, but Dave put in people's head that hey, Marley and Trey supposed to been here, and we didn't supposed to been there. We would have liked to been there. We had time to make it, but we never said, hey, yeah, I'll be at your show, Dave. What time the show start? Okay, I'll be there this such and such time. So I think that narrative in people's head. So now people thinking I won't show up.
But
I'm like, what the fuck? But when that start, I never not show up to do it. I did over 1,000 shoot. This what I do for real. CMOS is something on the side. I'm trying and I'm learning edible. But 15 years, about to be 16 years photography. This is what I do. That's what I do. I never had nobody say I won't show up for it. So that threw me off. But now it makes sense because in everybody's head, probably from Dave's show, that I supposed to been there and he had to pay extra because I didn't show up when I never said I was coming.
Molly,
Okay, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just
Mo-
gonna say
Yeah,
it, Mike.
because y'all was out there that night. So if everybody's saying, well, Marley and Trey, oh Marley, I had to pay extra because Marley ain't show up. It's like Marley never
Hmm.
supposed to be here. I'd have loved to make
Look,
it out there if I had time to, but I never
this was
had
a
no excuse.
job.
but,
But
You was
but
going on a
this a
job.
job. Yeah, I don't play
That's
about my
different than
job.
fun.
That's why I
I
didn't show up
wasn't
to
going on
Dave's
a
show
job. I
because
was
I
going
had
to
a job.
support my brothers and my sisters. The contract being one of my brothers.
And I
I
know
was, and we
Dave
were
wasn't
going down
putting
there
that
on
out
the
there
strip at the
like
Morning Mac
purposely.
show.
They probably
We,
ain't know.
all four of us,
no,
was.
What's that day?
Molly, I never put it out there on the show or whatever. You all was making jokes about it or whatever.
No,
That's
not on the show. I'm just saying in the atmosphere, the people that was at that event or the people in there, if they hearing that Marley ain't showing up,
and
I'm
as far
pretty sure everybody else heard it.
Wait, was that the? I guess I'm just gonna ask this. I'm sorry for cutting you off, David. Is this the one that was out in Silver Spring?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Yeah.
confused. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
because
one.
here's the thing: we be in our own world. We came in. I was happy to look over there and see Reese and say, "Hey, we saw Beast out there," or oh Lord, Rodney. We saw
Rodney.
him. Like
man,
that was it. I knew nothing. Like we were looking like, well, I don't come in and the contractor doesn't come in going, where's so and so? Or they must not have been here because they just didn't show up. We don't make them types of assumptions. You could have been working, you could have been on vacation, you could have been in the hospital. We don't know.
right.
I'm just wish you the
Yeah.
best and hope you get home safe. That's it. Like
Well,
that's
I
why
don't
I'm
know
like,
where the assumption come from because CMARS ain't enough. And I had plenty of people say they're gonna pull up for $10 CMARS and never show up. So if I get a shoot in between that time, I don't understand how that's a problem. Like if somebody called me now and say I'm gonna come through later and buy a thing of CMARS, I'm like, cool. What time you be here? 5 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. Somebody called me at 3 o'clock. I got $500. Can you come out and get 2 hours with me? Yes. Hey, if they call, hey, I gotta take this shoot. Hopefully my
and
aunt was in
I
there
get
and
you
my
on
aunt
that.
would drop the sea moss out. So I
I
called my
I
aunt, hey, can you run the sea moss out to the people who da da da? Oh, I left out. My bad. I did trust my aunt to say what she was gonna do, what she said she was gonna do. It was only $10, $20, but I can't miss out on 500. I ain't making money like most people. Sea moss don't bring money, but at least communicate and let it be known that okay. And most time people don't show up, but videography. I don't know how you try to compare the two or merge the two together. It's like, dang, that's messed up. Like,
No, no,
to
no,
try
no.
to,
I'm not comparing the two. I like one, both are businesses. Either way you look at it. Your CMOS is
yeah,
business.
and you're gonna be on top of it because you're looking at the quality of what you're putting out there and what you're
Yeah.
producing. And just off of the side of like me and the contractor, if you say, look, I got to pick up this job, they right now I'm not gonna be able to meet you there. We will meet you where you gotta go so that we still support your business.
Oh
That's
hell
like,
yeah,
like
that'd be
that's me
great.
letting you know that from us that we still gonna show up for you, so that okay, they said they coming, we coming through.
Yeah, but
Like I get
but
it.
it still made me look like I don't do business right. So it's like, why book me in the first place? If you knew all this way before that, oh, he don't show up to things, he don't. Why reach out and say, I need you to come to this thing? I'll get you a rental out here. That didn't make sense to me. So it just everything went opposite to me. It's like, damn. And then I turned down the shoot, so it was just confusing. Like to use that as the reason why I can't trust you. Like, why book somebody you don't trust? Like that don't make sense. To me it didn't. So I was just confused with that part. I was like, damn, I thought, man, bro was cool. He don't even trust that I'd make it out there to shoot the joint. So I was like, hey, maybe I gotta do better. But it mostly came from the C malls. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I probably did. I thought about it, like, yeah, he right. He did come down here for some C malls. I don't know if y'all just came for C malls, but y'all was coming to DC, and I
Like we
did end up
came,
getting a shoot. So I was like, yeah, he right about that.
what
But
we
I
what
would
we
never
did was
cancel a
like,
shoot for another shoot.
yeah, just to
I
make sure,
just,
like for clarity on that, was that like anytime we said that we were going to come down, because one, we old, but we ain't old. And when we
yeah,
go
I
places,
know.
we need to lay down somewhere. Like that drive, even though it might be like it seems like it's 45 minutes. Sometimes it could be 2 hours based on where we're coming from in East Baltimore County. And I will build in, I'm that part of the planner. I build in, okay, I done found a hotel that costs this much. We finna go ahead. That's how you ended up joking on us because I had no clue about DuPont Circle.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
you
listen.
yeah, you should know,
Had
yeah.
him down there.
You gotta
I
know
ain't
about that.
I ain't from DC. I'm from
Yeah.
Baltimore. I just saw a nice hotel that had a nice breakfast and a pretty
Yeah.
bar. That was it until
Yeah,
we got there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like I do that on purpose because I know how much he works and he needs that mental break in between somewhere to be like, okay, well, if we doing this, let's find a way to de-stress and relax at the same time. Because we were supposed to meet you so you could show him about the studio space for a podcast, and then we were supposed to meet you again for podcast information. Either way, neither here nor there. I love y'all because I don't want this to cut off and y'all think that I'm just
Mm.
being rude. And
Nah,
but
I'm just saying, y'all knew
if
all
I'm
that
still
beforehand.
welcome,
Y'all booked me. That's the only thing I was like confused about. Y'all knew all this before you booked me. Why bring it up when it's time to pay? That's the thing that's confusing. It's like y'all knew all this before you even reached out and say, "Hey, can you book me film this on this day? Can you make it down here?" It's like you knew all this. That's the part that's confusing. So I just ain't want, brother, think we ain't want to be there or anything, but that was still confusing. I don't know why he ain't trust me to make it out there. But the C malls, I guess that makes sense. I can't make somebody trust me. But everybody else know if you book me for videography, photography, anything, I'm there. I never late. I'm always there. I never missed a shoot. And if I did, it's because I booked somebody else, like I just did with y'all event. But I gave it to my partner, and I gave him that money. But
mhm,
I never, when it comes to videography, I don't know what y'all take more serious, comedy, I know he take his job serious. Like he not gonna play around. And if somebody asks him to drive an hour and a half away, I'm pretty sure he get a deposit or something, or he just show up and they say you do all the work and we just pay you with cash when you get here. And they're like, hell nah. So it's like I get it. I was confused with that part. Just let bro know we be at the next one, or
And
he
let
can
bro
come over
know
here.
that it wasn't intentional because
Yeah,
Marley
he
lost
would never
money
do
on
that.
both ends. He lost money for the shoot that he gave to somebody else. If
And
he
I
didn't
ain't
intend to
gonna
be
say
there, he could have made that $400 himself. And then he lost money trying to not being able to get out there to do the shoot. So that's almost what a G right there gone. I mean, that nothing is intentionally, Chrissy. Contractor know we
mhm.
love him. And I'm just saying that we couldn't be there out there. It happens.
yeah.
So it's not like we would. It wasn't for the lack of trying. Definitely not
Yeah,
that.
I know you all was joking, but it's a good thing that I didn't come by and pick y'all up because my air conditioner.
Oh,
One.
I seen your ass sweating bullets online. Trust me, I seen you in your car sweating.
I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Well, you
I
definitely
wound
pushed
down
through.
the window.
You pushed through because I'd had to turn
Trey, you
around
was
or get
right. You was
AAA to
right,
my.
Trey. On so many different levels, you was right. David,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been up there sweating it either. I'd have been sick. Just like I got sick in the wintertime because you ain't had no damn heat. So
No, my fat ass, I don't fuck with being hot. You need to cut the AC on. We getting something done.
So let's end this on a positive note. It's getting close for us to get ready to get out of here so we could start wrapping it up. We got how many minutes? 3 minutes. Christy, tell contractor. I tell him because I know you watching somewhere listening.
You
can
know
go
it.
back and watching it. I love you, bro. So I didn't make this one. So this is not going to be your last show. You know that. So I would get out there and, for all the splendor, we will make it happen in advance. And
All I can say is shit. I'm passing out flyers and shit. I'm out here printing on stuff. I'm typing up stuff right now for my flyers for what I'm trying to do, so I can get some more clients and I can have some more money in my pocket. So when something does come up, I could be the one to say, "Fuck it, I'll pay for it all," and then we'll figure this shit out later, or somebody or something. I can have a bigger portion to put in or something. So I'm trying to
But
alleviate
I didn't know
myself
to
of these
the
type of
11th
problems.
hour. I just had to pay almost a G yesterday. Car got towed. Truck was down. That's why that was the case. I could have used. Well, that would have been too late. It would have been afterwards. I could have been back. We might have been able to get down there and back.
I gotta get some wheels, man. I'm tired of that shit. I just gotta get some wheels.
It did for whatever the powers that be. It didn't.
Uber ain't enough.
I even was begging ride with Tracy. It didn't happen. I mean, I'm like, well, damn. So it's not that it wasn't, like I said, wasn't for the lack of trying, contractor. So
we gotta do better. We gotta do better as a team.
Well, I'm gonna promote on his behalf that in the next, maybe I'll say we're hoping for the end of August for the next show. Looking at venues.
In town at the end of August, the 30th, I'll be at a wedding.
When?
But we're still in the planning process of it, so we'll definitely make sure that everybody knows full enough in advance. But there's still gonna be some heavy hitters. The contractor will be out there being, the fool that he is. We'll have some food trucks. David, I'll make sure that the ice cream truck don't leave early next time.
Oh, bring his ass some Freon, that free shit for the ass, so you can charge his shit. Help him that way.
That might be a giveaway. We'll make sure we got some Freon. Put it in a bag.
Dave make it everywhere.
I went to that. I was gonna go to the Mexican truck, and I said, "No, let me check out this Jamaican truck." And I told him, I said, "Hey, I'm a vegetarian or whatever." No, he said, "Oh, he said you just want the cabbage and some rice."
Because that's all we got.
It's rabbit food.
He said some chicken. I said, "No, I'm a vegetarian," and it was so crazy because he had like a towel around his junk and all, and he killed the fly in mid sentence and everything. He said, "Chicken is not meat."
Damn,
that'd be $8.
That's gonna be wellness Wednesday topic. Eat from the fruit.
That food was good.
Tomorrow, we gotta roll out of here, y'all. It's 12:30, and y'all come back tomorrow, and everything Wellness Wednesday. Eating from food trucks.
Heat and spice.
No, but
is it everything nice?
No, but some kind of you think some kind of juice or whatever. I've never tasted that but it was
good one.
It cost me like $20, but I bought three bottles of it.
Damn.
Which one did you get? Was it the tamarind?
I got the mango. I got some red junk.
Some red junk.
Really
All
junk.
right.
It was good though, right?
Like,
All-
was it beet
Yeah, it
juice?
was good.
Mhm.
And he still snuck some chicken on my on the rice.
Hey, yeah.
I thought it was beef or something on. I said, "This is chicken. No, it's meat."
So your AC probably worked and you had the shit, and that's why you was sweating. It wasn't because no AC went out. You had the shit. That shit hit your ass. What was this?
Got to kick in. Get the bubbling.
No, my I probably
It'd be good though.
charge, like some kind of charge or charge up the air. I don't know something she was saying. So
Yeah, charge can, little
yeah.
Freon type can, almost get a joint of boost.
Yeah, I'll be good next time.
Thank you, Miss Contract, for coming on for the contractor. David Green, Trey, Molly, and Louisa. Tomorrow, Wellness Wednesday.
Hey, it was a great show. Great.
Slip and slow. Get me back same time as always. Wellness Wesley. I know y'all ain't gonna want to talk about good eating, good health though. For those who want to talk about it, come on in tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Gonna be lit. And hit me up, bro. Hit me up, contractor. Whenever you get a chance, you know you be working. Nigga Woo. I ain't been seeing you liking the page, man. I seen a lot of questions. I need to start liking and sharing, bro. We up out of here. Peace.